Sam Irwin of Pony Pride here with new SMU offensive tackle Thomas Ashcraft. And Thomas, I mean, the first thing, everyone got the news that you're coming to SMU over the summer. You graduated from Texas last fall, correct? Can you kind of talk about, the what happened to get you onto the SMU campus and how all that came down?
Well, I know, like I said, I finished in December. I was going through, I decided not to play ball in Texas. I was finished out the spring, finished out a little extra certificate for my degree. And then I was, where the degree I was going for was a little bit of business school. So I was thinking I wanted to pursue my master's. It just kind of dawned on me I wanted to pursue my master's. It's kind of hard getting a job without one, getting higher pay. So then I started thinking of some good schools I could go to pursue my master's. I started talking to my high school coach, see if he knew any good schools, and then I called on Garrett just to see if if they had some low depth on the O line or the D line. I was willing to play both, and then I ended up talking to Coach Swan, so I came in to play O line and going to school, get my master's while I'm playing. So.
You mentioned Garrett. Y'all obviously had some time together at Texas. How close are y'all?
Well, I mean, we came in together. We played in the All-American game together. That's always when we were at Texas. I was gonna be tackle blocker for quarterback Garrett. So it's a good. How it ended up playing out. We came back together for our senior year, and then we still have Traylon coming in, who's a year under us, really good back. And then they'll have, I guess, us three coming here. It was a real good fit for us. So.
What's been the biggest difference for you so far? I mean, I know there has to be a lot going from Austin to Dallas.
Yeah, it's a lot more. It's a lot more laid back. It's not as, I won't say intense, because I mean the drills and stuff are intense, but just the atmosphere is not as intense. Austin is football every day, all day, and then coming out here, they don't have whistles. It's not a lot of yelling. So it's a good atmosphere to be in, just to start from and learning, and not having to be in that hostile environment where there's a lot of yelling and you're trying to learn, and it kind of messes with you when you're trying to learn stuff. So.
It's been assumed that you're going to be playing tackle, probably left tackle. I mean, is that true? I mean, have they told you where they want you yet, anything like that?
I'm going for a left tackle, and for now, just during camp, I'm going through left tackle, learning a little bit of right, learning a little bit of guard, just learning everything, just so, you always want to have the group of best five on the field. So if somebody goes down, say they want to move me to right guard or right tackle, and then keep a consistent line in. So.
June yesterday, or on Saturday, I should say, kind of admitted that it's not the toughest offensive line system to learn for people. How's it been for you so far?
It's actually been pretty easy. The offensive line playbook is not very difficult. It's kind of easy to pick up. It's a lot of intuitive stuff, just based off techniques and reading linebackers and safeties and stuff. At Texas, we had a lot of schemes. And the offensive line was pretty much in charge of all the calls. So we changed the Trump quarterback call, changed the offense, how we pick up blitzes and stuff. So here, it's pretty set. You have an assignment, and you just do your thing.
Is there anyone that you've been looking to, though, to kind of help you pick it up a little faster?
I know the whole summer I was working with Ben Gottschalk and Taylor Lisecki. Those are the veteran guys on the O-line. Lisecki's center, he knows everybody's position, and then Ben who played left tackle this last year, so he knows everything about it. Needs to know.
As far as what Coach Swan has been telling you, I mean, has he been really encouraging, or I mean, what's his message been?
He was just I know throughout the summer he just wanted to make sure that I was picking up the playbook fast. I don't have a lot of time to pick it up. I'm expected to come in immediately and make an impact. So it's been good for me getting in the playbook, learning it real fast, and just trying to pick up a little bit of every position just to get knowledge of O-line. Because a lot of O-line things I learned at Texas, they're kind of universal stuff. So it's not really that hard transitioning from there to here, especially with the depth of the playbook we had there and how it is here. So.
You're kind of in a weird position this year where you only have a year to make your impact on this team, and after that you're out of eligibility. I mean, do you feel any pressure on you at all? To perform early?
Well, I think I felt more pressure before I graduated initially at Texas. I was worried about grades. You want to worry about what you're gonna do after your degree. And right now, I kind of had a chance to feel like what this is gonna be like without football. So now that I'm back in it, I feel more relaxed. I know what to expect after. It's not a lot of it's not a lot of angst or being anxious about anything. I kind of just in the moment for now, just playing until I'm done. So
I mean, is it a little different for you now being the newest guy and the oldest guy at the same time?
yeah, it's kind of different. Just trying to get acquainted with some of the older guys. Just getting back in touch with Garrett and Traylon, and being around those guys, and just learning.
I mean, coming in when you did, are you living with football players now? I'm assuming you're not on campus, but
No. Well, right now, I'm just commuting from my house. I know during camp they have us in a hotel, but until I get in my apartment later in the fall, I'll just commute from my house about 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
perfect, man. And have you started grad classes yet? I mean, that's what you're gonna be doing, right?
Well, I started my one. I had to take one for the summer, and I just finished that yesterday. And then my program will start a little early, late August, so it'll be good getting into that.
I mean, how different is that? I mean, not only are you dealing with a new team, you're dealing with new curriculum, a new level of school.
Yeah. It's a different atmosphere. It's a lot smaller, more quaint type of atmosphere. Classes are smaller, and I expected that coming in grad school to be smaller, but it's a lot more interaction with the professors and the other students. A lot of networking with other business, because most of the people I'm in school with have been working 4 or 5 years. They got business experience. They're coming to get their MBA, so it's a good networking experience for me. So
going back to the football year again, you have this 1 year. So what's your goal? I mean, is there anything like you have in your head clear that you want to accomplish?
I know. Well, first of all, I'm trying to make an impact at the left tackle, and then try to be the best I can be at left tackle. Just show the coaches what I can do. I played a role at Texas. I was a role player, and then I want to come here and take a bigger role and be able to just make sure my team wins. And if I do good enough to get drafted, then that's what I'll do. So.
The other unique thing that you, Gilbert, and Traylon Shep brings, y'all been in a BCS conference before. I know it's only 1 year, but the American Athletic Conference, BCS conference. Have any players or anyone like that been asking you what's the difference between a BCS conference and another one?
Well, yeah, the guys are you're gonna get bigger, faster, stronger guys a lot of time in conference. It's not that much of a fall off coming down. It's still everybody has size. It's D1 football, so you see a lot of guys with just a second more speed or a little bit stronger, a little more explosive, and then you see a lot of different schemes. I think for me is real good, because I come in, I've seen every blitz possible I could see coming in from Texas with Coach Manny Diaz's defense, and then it helps me when I come out here recognizing safety rotation and corner coverage and linebacker spacing. It makes the game a whole lot easier.
I know that you're new around all these guys, but there's a lot of young people and a lot of young players on the offensive line. Just as someone who's played offensive line for so long, has anyone really stood out to you as being a lot of talent?
I actually see Chauncey Briggs. I think he's a redshirt sophomore, but he's real athletic, good feet, good instinct with his hands. And I think given the time, just having me, I'll be a left tackle, and he gets a little bit of time to watch the starters and then learn the playbook more, get more comfortable with his weight. Because I know they were telling me he was a lot bigger before I got here, so he's gotten smaller. Let him get used to his weight. I see him being a real big time player here in a couple seasons.